I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. On my channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories and examples to help you to manifest everything you desire. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so I can reach more people. In today's video, we take a subscriber's request to talk about revision. Is it necessary? What is behind it, or the reason for it? So if you look up the definition of revision, it says, revision is a well-known manifestation technique established by Neville Goddard in his lecture, The Pruning, Shears of Revision. Revision is a method where you recreate or rewrite a past event according to how you would have preferred it to play out, thereby actively using your imagination to create your reality. So the point of it is to not feel bad about a situation or thing that has happened, so that your future desires related to that continue on as good and working. For example, if I had a bad date, and then revised that it was actually a good date. In my thoughts, I think, my dates go well. People like me. We had a great time. And you move forward, having good memories and future thoughts about dates. If you didn't revise, you may end up thinking bad about it and thinking, because of this, all my future dates will be bad, and I won't get what I want, and I won't have what I want. The huge things that manifest are focusing on a desire and seeing yourself as having it. Will have it. Will happen. So you can see how those bad thoughts are opposite of that. For me, if something bad or unwanted happens, I more so revise on the spot. Like, okay, I see and observe that. And then I don't react. And then I decide and say what I do want or want to have happen next. Either flat out, I say what I want, like, I want, and the thing I want, or I make a wanted story about it, if it is more detailed. But my core thought is always, I say what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. So when I do say what I want, it means I want to have that, the having of it. So another example, let's say I want a relationship with a guy I'm dating. And he says, no, I don't want a relationship. Instead of thinking back in time and revising it, or going back in the past thoughts and memories, I'd instead say in the now moment that it happens, okay, I understand. And then I'd return to my thoughts, where I'd say in my thoughts, I say what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. I want person's name to want to be in a relationship with me now. I want them to decide that they want a commitment and relationship with me now. I want them to decide and realize that they want me and only me now. Something like that, which is a wanted story. Then, since I did that, and said what I wanted, and felt I'd have it, and that it would happen, then I let it be. It is then possible he changes his mind. But it starts with thoughts first, eternally led second. Things happen for you after you decide what you want and feel like you will have it. So the reason for revising is to help you to not have the dominant thought about the desire that says, I won't have it. It won't happen. And also not have that strong memory. Let's say I had a bad date, and now it's strong and dominant in my mind. Most likely that will affect my future assumptions about dates. Assume the same thing will happen, or that people will be the same, and assumptions manifest. So yes, you could revise, but an easier thing to do is to make it have a new meaning, and then move on, and say what you do want, and a wanted story, and again let it be. For any situation or experience, we get to say what it means. So you make the meaning with your thoughts and story. So if you had a bad day, you can make it to mean you will die alone and no one likes you, and you will always meet the same types of people. You can make it mean that, or you can make it to mean something positive that will help you keep on track in manifesting your desire for a girlfriend or boyfriend or a relationship. Like, this means now I'm very clear on what I want. I want this in a person that I date. It could mean, well, at least I got to go out and do something fun, like the thing we did on the date, even though the person wasn't ideal. But you find a way to think good about it, so your future relationship experiences will also be positive. So instead of trying to revise and visualize the experience a new way, just say in your thought story a new meaning for it, a new story about it. Since there is no time and all is now, most believe revising is like seeing what you did want to happen is happening now. But so at the core, it's so you feel good about it, and feel good about your desire in general. So when you think of your desire again, there's no thoughts surrounding it that say, this won't happen, and I won't have it. For me, if something shows up, I can tell it was from old thoughts, so I'd not be quite as upset about it. More so like, yeah, I see why that happened. And from that point of noticing, and from that point on, I decide and say what I do want, and see myself as having it. Meaning, do the 3 steps to manifesting, and then let it be. And I know that then these new thoughts about what I do want will play out and happen next. I think at the core, it helps to expect and assume good things about any situation will happen. If you are new here, check out my 2 videos called 3 Steps to Manifest Anything. Then you can learn how to manifest in 3 steps, fast and easy, and learn the core to manifesting and why it works. Let's do a money example. Let's say you lost your wallet and you are very sad about this. Before bed, you think and revise in your head that you didn't lose it, that it was actually next to your seat in your car, and that you found it. Great, now you feel good and go to bed. And the next day you get a call that a grocery store has found it, and it's all in there, and nothing is missing. Great. So what happened here? You found a way to convince yourself you'd get your desire, which was that you have the wallet, the having of it. You may have seen a different vision of how you have it, but you thought and assumed and felt that you have it now, the having of it. So since you fell asleep and left it on that good, positive note, the world around you found a way to have that then happen for you to have it. So really, you did the 3 steps. You said what you wanted, your wallet. You said you wanted it by saying you found it. And step 3, found a way to see yourself as having it and convince yourself you would. So then since after that you let it be, which was fall asleep, then you had no contradictory opposite thoughts about it. So that allowed it to happen fast and easy. Now let's look at the opposite. Let's say you lost your wallet and didn't revise or do the 3 steps. You just lost your wallet. You see you don't have it and don't see a way you'll ever have it. Your emotions are strong, so the I don't have it, won't have it thoughts are now dominant. Then you think of past times you lost money or had no money. Or you think, how will I buy food for the week? Or say something like, bad things always happen to me. The focus behind all the thoughts now is, I don't have money, and I won't have money. And then it doesn't manifest or change. So revising is a way to dissolve all those negative thoughts that then prevent it, or prevent future manifestations about money. Your thoughts and assumptions on money. Another example with that. If you already did the 3 steps and said you have money, I always have money, and then lost your wallet and thought, well, that isn't good, but oh well, 'cause I always have money anyway. I can just buy a new wallet and things inside it I can replace. See how this is also a focus on I have money and feel I have money? So that works too. How about a health and healing example? Let's say you got diagnosed with something. The doctor tells you, you have something. You have this. So you take that and accept it and internalize it. I have this illness now, and I will have it for the rest of my life. See how that makes it manifest and continue to manifest? Because you are focused on it, plus strong, upset, scared emotions. Plus now your dominant thought has become, I had this illness. The having of it. So instead, if the doctor said that, you could revise that it was a mistake, not true, incorrect results, or that it would heal fast and easy. And you would assume you'd heal, and so then you'd heal, because you no longer feel you have it or will have it. My personal example was that I was diagnosed with and told I have lupus like years and years ago. I had the same thing happen, where I felt I had it, and assumed I'd have it forever, because the doctor said I have it. But later, once I knew the 3 steps to manifesting worked, I decided what I wanted, said what I wanted, and saw myself as having it. So that turned into, I want to be healed. I want it gone. I want to no longer have it. I don't feel I have it now. And basically ignored it as if I didn't have it anymore. Sure, I'd take 1 pill a day, but I don't even think about it now. I just do it. And as time went on, symptoms got less and less, and medications got less and less, and the doctor told me I have to see him less and less. And now it's barely once a year. So although they say I still have it, in my own thoughts and mind, I feel I don't have it, and that I'm healed. I also remember saying my wanted story that I don't want to have to see the doctor anymore, because I don't have it, and I'm healed now. And so now, I still don't feel or think I have it. It's just there and not active or doing anything. So you can say I revised, but my way of doing it was with the 3 steps and thinking what I want to have or have happen next. I didn't focus on the original diagnosis and things of the past. I just decided from that point on, this is what I want. This is what I want to have and have happen next. And then it worked. I don't often try to revise the past. Instead, I start from this moment on and do the 3 steps. Decide what I want, say what I want, and see myself as having it, as I say I want it. Or know by saying I want it that it will happen and I'll have it. So then I monitor and watch my thoughts after I do the 3 steps to make sure that my thoughts are persistent and remain implying and saying, my desire will happen and I will have it whenever it comes to mind. Instead of going back in the past and past memories and revising, I know choosing now what I want will shift me into the parallel reality where that is true for me. Revising helps you to have no bad thoughts about your desire after you say you want it, since revising has caused you to only have positive thoughts about your desire. So an easier way to go about this is to do the 3 steps to manifesting, then just have no bad thoughts about the desire after. Just say what you do want, clear and focused, and then let it be. Silence and empty space after it. No contradictory thoughts then after it. Practicing the 3 steps, then silence after, I think can be more effective. I've seen instant manifestation happen that way. I think if you keep trying to focus on and think of a bad memory of the past that you want to change, then most likely the memory of it is too strong and dominant, that it won't be easy to pretend something else happened. I think instead, it's best to accept what has happened in the past. Accept it was from old thoughts. Notice it. Make a new positive story about it. Like, although that was bad, look what I learned or accomplished or experienced. Or now I for sure know what I do want. Now I know what I want. I want this now. Then decide what you want to have happen next. Do the 3 steps and see yourself as having what you want. So it's all about you and what works best for you to accomplish the 3 steps. That are to decide what you want, say what you want, and find a way to see yourself as having it or will have it. Will happen and have it. And convince yourself that is true. And live in that. Have it, will have it expectant type state of being. Which is also living in the end or living in the state of the wish fulfilled. And maintaining the thoughts that you will have your desire no matter what shows up, even after the 3 steps. And if done correctly, your desire will manifest, fast and easy. Comment below if you have any video suggestions. That's my video for today. Thanks for watching.